And we are about ready to go here with Victor Galindez, the champion, making his 9th title defense, 29 years of age this month. At 145, lost 5, 4 drives, 27 knockouts. He had 2 no decisions along the way. Eddie Gregory in the red trunks at 122, lost 2, and had 1 draw, 18 knockouts in his 22 victories. He is 25 years of age from Brooklyn, New York. Gil Clancy and Angelo Dundee, along with Tim Ryan, here at ringside in Turin, Italy.
You know, this first round could be a telling round. When a fight first begins, both fighters are tense. And if a fighter gets nailed when he's tense, it could be all over. First round can be very, very important.
They're both remarkably calm. They're both moving well. I think Galindez wants to see what Mr. Eddie Gregory's got. What he's doing is trying to figure him out. He's getting hit with over that long left jab. He's going to have to try to do a little better than what he's doing right now.
Galindez weighed in at 173.5. Eddie Gregory at 174. Neither fighter had any problem making a weight. Galindez, in fact, started to train for this fight only a week after his last defense against Yaki Lopez in Rome. And he is in outstanding condition. But he's a slow starter, isn't he, fellas?
Both of these fighters are known as slow starters. Both. Gregory has been on the deck twice in the first round of a fight, and both times he got up and won.
Eddie Gregory at 6'1" has an obvious height and reach advantage. Galindez 5'10", maybe a little less than that, closer to 5'9".
Gregory keeps dropping his left hand, Tim, and that's going to be dangerous. He's leaving himself open for a right-hand counter or a right-hand lead. He seems to be just lackadaisical with it. We'll have to pick up the tempo. But after all, he's the challenger. He's got to go out and get it.
Gil, how would you describe the styles of the two fighters?
Well, Gregory is a stand-up classic boxer, and he's got a straight right hand that's dynamite if it lands. Galindez is a very, very relaxed fighter. He knows where he is in the ring at all times, and he's got that experience of all these championship fights. I tell you, Gregory seems remarkably calm for a young man trying to win a world championship fight, and it's his first world championship fight.
Watching him work out here during this past week, he has been remarkably calm and cool and collected. Had some problems getting decent sparring partners here. Didn't seem to faze him at all. We're under 30 seconds to go in the first round. He had tough workouts back in New York with Dave Conte, brother of John Conte, one of the fine light heavyweights. And now let's go back to Jack Whitaker at Aqueduct Racetrack in New York for official race results and prices of today's Turf Classic as this round comes to a close. This is round number 2. Eddie Gregory on the left of your screen, now moving to the right. The black fighter in the red trunks and Victor Galindez wearing the black trunks, the defending champion. We're just underway in round number 2.
Tito Lecturi told Victor Galindez between rounds to move his head, and punch to the body. Now let's see if he follows Tito's instructions. He's moving his head. Now let's see if he can get in a punch to the body.
Bill Clancy's comments, and of course he had Jorge Arumada in against Galindez in the title fight. You know a little bit about Galindez too, then, Gil.
Yes, Victor Galindez is a real tough, strong cookie.
I'm amazed by the coolness of Gregory. I expect him to be flitty and flighty and trying to take charge and throwing bombs right away. He's fighting a real good fight, and you got to admire the youngster being that cool against a great fighter like Galindez. Gregory reminds me a little bit about Foster, the height and the coolness and the way he just seems to be poking out that left hand, and it's a very good punch.
And he can lull you to sleep, and then he can put you to sleep with that right hand. That's exactly the way Bob Foster used to do it.
I don't know what he's saving for. I mean, it looks like he's not letting it go. I think he's trying to surprise Galindez. I think he's trying to lull him to sleep, Gil. What do you think about that?
That's exactly what he's trying to do. That's been his history. Lull you to sleep and then put you to sleep.
Galindez makes a move with that left hand like he's throwing it out. And, you know, like he's trying to, don't even reach you with it, but he's trying to open you up for that left hook.
Very little footwork in the fight. They're both fighting just about flat-footed. Means they're both loading up.
Galindez has been made aware this guy can punch because he's looking for the right hand. In fact, you'll notice he blinks whenever the guy throws a jab.
Eddie Gregory got this fight after Mike Rossman, the #1 contender, injured his hand. And I don't know whether Galindez would have hand-picked Gregory as the opponent to replace Rossman or not.
If I was telling Eddie Gregory what to do, I'd have him drop that straight right hand in the belly a few times, and then he'd be able to hit him on the chin. He's just looking to hit him on the chin, and Galindez is waiting for it. Got to set him up.
We're in the final seconds of round number 2. This is round 3. Eddie Gregory and Victor Galindez for the WBA Light Heavyweight Championship.
I tell you, those first couple of rounds didn't exactly excite the crowd. I think they're going to start picking up the tempo now. I think that both of them understand that they got to go out and do much more than they're doing right now.
Well, the first good punch by either fighter is going to wake the other fellow up, and then we're going to see some action. Right now, they've both been overcautious. They're both worried. They both know the other fellow can punch, and they're being a little overcautious.
I like the way Eddie Gregory played ring around the rosy with Galindez, spun him around and got him out of danger way. Gregory's slipping those punches pretty good, Gil. You got to admire him because that's a real whistling left hook that Galindez throws at you.
He's slipping the punches good, but you know they say make him pay, Angelo. When you slip a punch, he should be punching back himself. Anytime you make a guy miss, make him pay.
I buy that.
Right now, they both have too much respect for each other. Somebody has to loosen up.
Well, the guy that's got to loosen up, Gil, is the challenger. He's got to go out and get it. The other guy's a champion, so he's going to want to be the one to open up. Here it goes.
Galindez landed two good, clean punches that may wake Gregory up. He's got to drop that right hand in the body, make Galindez drop his hands, and then come back up on the chin. He may be waiting all night to land that one big right hand on the chin. Angelo will never come. He's got to set him up.
He's got to start doing his thing, whatever it is, Gil, because if Galindez starts taking charge right now, it's going to be bar to gate and Ellie, it's going to be all over.
Angelo, what would you tell Gregory to do if you're working in this corner right now?
Oh, I tell him to stop playing around, stop looking for one punch, and start throwing some punches, because he's going to let this title shot get out of reach, because he's got to win the fight. He's got to go out and get it.
Chicky Ferrari is the man in the corner that Gil and Angelo are referring to, along with manager Joe Scorsia, who owns the contract of Eddie Gregory.
Speak with reverence when you speak of Chicky Ferrari. He's one of the greatest. He taught me everything I know, and he's a very great man. I think he'll wake up Gregory between rounds.
We've got less than 30 seconds to go here in the third round of a slow-paced start. Not entirely surprising for these two fighters.
I think Gregory got hurt with those two punches, Gil.
Closing seconds of round number 3 here from Turin, Italy.
Hey,
round number 4 from Turin, Italy, the WBA light heavyweight championship of the world. The champion in the dark trunks is Victor Galindez. In the red trunks is Eddie Gregory, 25 years of age, from Brooklyn, New York.
Gregory's got to start doing something behind that left jab, Gil.
Yes, he does.
He's slipping punches from Galindez, but he's not making him pay. I mean, he slipped a shot, he should come back with a shot.
He tried that right hand in, Angelo. It was just a little short. Oh, did he fall for a feint that time?
Well, you know, there's all kinds of different feints, Gil. You can hand feint a guy, you can kill a guy with your feet. I think he did it with his whole body, and Gregory bit it like Charlie the Tuna.
He sure did.
That Galindez is remarkable with those short arms, isn't he, Gil?
Yes,
you
he
reach
sure
for
is.
you, reach for you, you make a mistake, he nails you with either hand.
Yeah, they're real short punches, a real short arc. And he seems to find the range later on in the fight.
We talked about both these guys starting slowly. Has there been any surprise so far to you fellas?
No, they started off too slow for either one. I mean, Galindez was very happy to see Gregory go along with it, because when a guy goes slow, you should pick up the pace and try to take charge. Gregory hasn't done that.
Well, he has to do something different to open Galindez up. He's not going to hit him with that right hand, just sticking the jab out there.
In his last 3 title defenses, Galindez went the distance, 15 rounds. We want to remind our stations along the line, we'll have a station break at the end of this round.
See, Gregory makes a miss and then steps away and takes a bow instead of pegging, instead of throwing punches.
Gregory's making a miss real well, but he's got to start doing something behind making the guy miss. I don't know how he's making a miss, because he's such a tall guy, and he's getting under that left hook.
There's the first right hand to the body. Let him throw 3 or 4 more, then maybe Galindez's hands will come down. That's what he has to do. Try something different.
Less than 30 seconds left in round 4.
There it is again.
We'll return to Turin after this word from your local station at the end of this 4th round. The 5th round here at Turin, Italy for the light heavyweight championship. Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy and Angelo Dundee. 2 great managers, trainers, guys who know this game and just enjoying the fight along with the rest of us watching on the CBS Sports Spectacular.
Gil, this has been not a good fight to look at. The only good round we had so far was that last round. I think Gregory has got to loosen up all the way to start really pitching and throwing punches. Otherwise, he's going to get a real job done on it.
Yes, he does, Angelo. I have Gregory 1 round behind right now. He did seem to pick up a few good left jabs just now, but he has to do more than jab. He's going to have to start punching with Galindez and nail him and hurt him.
I got this fight 3-1. That's about it. And 3-1 even. He hasn't won a round, Gregory. There's a Joe story, Gil. You get it one and done, it's not enough. You got to let some gloves go, because Galindez is so slick, he's so smart.
Oh, he hit him low.
I think that's the second low blow. Gregory expected this. He remarked on it before the fight. He said, I hope they watch for Galindez's dirty tactics. But it seems to me often with Galindez, he starts his punches so low and he's so short, he's going to hit you low and behind the back of the neck.
All you got to do is stop down, right hand counter.
Gregory went down. He just winked at us over here.
He didn't seem to be hurt. They were trading punches. He just happened, he got nailed, but he doesn't seem to be hurt.
They really were throwing bombs for the first time.
Yes, they were.
And Gregory should throw that right hand over on the guy's chin right now because the guy's looking the right hand counter every time.
Either that or he has to come back with that left hook after he throws the right hand to the body, Angelo, even just to protect himself.
That's right, because the left hook, Galindez is susceptible to a left hook, believe it or not. The kid ain't throwing it. Right hand Gregory ever threw, Gil. He didn't land. That was a good right hand also. Bounced off the top of his head.
Under 30 seconds left in round 5.
Gregory's getting hurt now. Angelo, he got hurt with that body punch.
Did that knockdown have any effect on him, fellas?
I don't think so. It made him aware of a good right hand counter.
Final seconds of round number 5. We're awaiting round number 6 as Eddie Gregory knocked down with a good right hand from Victor Galindez in round number 5. Joe Clancy, Angelo Dundee both felt that was not a particularly damaging knockdown. But what?
Eddie Gregory's aware now of the right hand counter. He's going to be aware if he's going to not try to get nailed by the same punch. Chicky worked on it real good in the corner. Straightened him out. He didn't go for the soft, believe it or not.
You know, Eddie Gregory, he's trying to hit Victor Galindez with that straight right hand, and Galindez just seems to have the knack of rolling away from right hands. And when he does that, he's susceptible to the hook. Gregory has to come back and start trying to hit him with a left hook off a right hand. See, he's trying to set him up just to drop that right hand in there.
Yeah, because the last fight with Yaki Lopez, we noticed that Galindez was getting hit with left hooks. So that seemed to be the best punch to nail it with. Looks like Gregory's been to school, too, the way he makes him miss that left hook, Gil.
Yes, but again, Angelo, he makes him miss, and he has him in position, and he just doesn't let his hands go.
Well, there goes the left hook. He's starting to let it go, Gil. You notice where Gregory has patches over both eyes, Gil?
Yes,
that carpenter plaster over both eyes sort of protection. He probably been cut before also.
Well, no, he's not known as a blader, Angelo. He hasn't been cut so often in fights, but I guess they did that as a protective measure. You know, they exchanged right hands just now, and if Gregory's would have landed, I think that maybe we would have seen another knockdown, only the other way.
How about this ring, Gil, Angelo? You look at these things very closely when you have fighters here. Is it an advantage for one side or the other?
Well, this is a puncher's ring. It's a soft ring. It's not tight. I would have raised Kane if I had a boxer in there because it's soft and it's got too much padding under it. But these are both punchers, so I think they're both liking the ring.
How about the ropes?
The ropes are perfect.
The ropes are tight, and the ring is a slow ring. As Angelo said, they're both taking it so hold. You notice there's not too much footwork. They're right in front of each other all the time. But Gregory's having a good round.
Yes, he is. This is going to wind up being a whale of a fight, Gil. I can see it right now. It's starting to pick up momentum.
This is the 6th round, scheduled for 15. Gregory on the left of your screen, Galindez on the right. He's the champion.
Good left jab by Gregory.
Can't do that. One unforgivable sin in boxing, a tall guy like this kid bending down to a shorter man.
Right,
he's stand tall.
Right, he's bringing himself right down to the other fighter. Gregory is not going to out-tactic Galindez. Galindez has too much experience. What he's going to have to do is fire.
But he must come back with a left hook after that right hand. There you go. That's what he's got to do.
We're in the final seconds of round number 6. This is round number 7. Victor Galindez on the left of your screen in the black trunks, making his 9th title defense. He won this title back in 1974, defeating Len Hutchins in Buenos Aires, and has made 8 successful defenses. Tim Ryan here in Turin, Italy, as we bring it to you live on the CBS Sports Spectacular. Gil Clancy and Angelo Dundee watching it with us.
Yeah, I noticed something right away. Gregory seemed to come out a lot more purposeful just now. He changed a little bit. He's moving his shoulders, and I think he may attack a little bit more. That was a good left hook.
The only thing you can never do, Gil, is hook with a hooker. Now, you know Galindez is a great left hook. You never go to the guy's strength. You got to go with your own strength. So you don't lead with the hook. You got to come back after the right hand.
That's right. You have to set it up.
A great move there. Don't take advantage of it, Eddie Gregory. Should slide like he does, but come back with a left hook when he slides from his hook. So that he goes away, Francis. Can't do that. He's the challenger, not the champion.
And if he does catch Galindez after he slips a punch, that's the time when you really hurt a guy, when you catch him coming into a punch. He's trying to nail him always with leads. You just don't hit a good fighter like Galindez with a solid punch when you're leading. You've got to catch him, you've got to beat him to the punch, or hit him after you slip a punch.
You know, Gil, it's a pleasure to watch a good referee at work. You don't see the referee, right? That's a good referee.
Yes, he's staying on the outskirts. He's letting the fighters fight, and I would have to say he's doing a very good job.
Luis Silveron from Maracaibo, Venezuela. This is his 15th WBA title fight, showing his experience.
Well, he deserves to be here. Now, Galindez is making a mistake dropping his hands after he gets hit. Gregory should take advantage of that and nail him when he drops his hands.
That's one of Galindez's tricks. He drops his hand and walks away and relaxes, and somehow he makes the other fighter relax. You have to hit him with that second combination.
And no place in the world, Gil, to relax in the middle of that ring.
That's right. You know, a lot of Argentine fighters and Cuban fighters, when they get hit with a good punch, they smile. And the other fighter that gets brainwashed and doesn't throw another punch. That's the time to hit him. When they smile, hit him again.
You're right, because they ain't watching Kane the camera.
That's a little of that so-called Latin macho, I suppose. Under 30 seconds left. We're in the 7th round of this title fight, scheduled for 15 at Turin, Italy.
Gregory's having his best round, in my opinion.
Yes, he is. Concentration is real good.
Final seconds here of round number 7 as the action continues to pick up, particularly over the last 3 rounds. The 8th round here at Turin, Italy. Tim Ryan, Angelo Dundee, and Gil Clancy. Round number 8, scheduled for 15. Eddie Gregory on the right of your screen from Brooklyn, New York.
That was a good left hook. That's the time to catch him. Catch him coming in.
That's the same shot that knocked out Gene Fumbler. Ray Robinson did that.
One punch in the 3rd round.
One punch. All over.
Gregory won his last fight with a knockout of Eddie Phillips, the 4th round, back in August.
Eddie Gregory's going after him now. He's trying to get it. First time he's ever been, trying to declare the tempo of the fight. You got to be the man out there, making the other guy do what you want to do, not what he wants you to do. There was that Latin trick. He got hit with a good right hand. He stopped, and Gregory stopped. You've got to stay on him after you hit him with a good punch.
That was a very good right hand.
Gregory's been predicting a knockout all this week. He said, I'm going to stop this champion.
He's fighting with confidence.
Good punch. Good left hook.
Gregory just walked in that time as if to say, all right, let's fight inside for a while and see what you can do inside. He's very, very relaxed for a challenger.
It's remarkable the way he bends low like that, Gil. I never saw a big man like do that before, you know? It's remarkable the way he gets away from his left hook. Galindez has an excellent left hook.
Angelo, you said Gregory came on well the last round or two. How do you have the fight at this point?
Well, I have Galindez ahead. I mean, he gave away the early rounds, Gregory. He's going to have to go on like gangbusters, and dominate and dictate the fight. He's starting to do a pretty good number right now.
Gil?
Well, I have the fight fairly close. I give Galindez just a 1-point edge. And I think the last 4 or 5 rounds is going to decide this fight.
Galindez has been there before in those kind, hasn't he?
Yeah, but Gregory seems to be very, very relaxed. I don't think that the distance is going to bother him that much.
Under 30 seconds left in the 8th round. We're into the final seconds of round number 8, live from Turin, Italy on the CBS Sports Spectacular. Round 9 from the Palazzo dello Sport in Turin, Italy, in the shadow of the Alps. The world's light heavyweight championship, WBA version. Eddie Gregory, Victor Galindez. Galindez' 9th title defense. Gregory can't wait to get out of Turin. He's bored. He wants to go home. He wants to take the title with him to Brooklyn. Brownsville, Brooklyn.
I tell you, Gregory's made himself a hit in Italy. I noticed around the hotel he was loose and happy, and that's what the Italian people like. He's a very happy sort of a gentleman, and I think he's made himself a home in Italy. I think he can make him a heck of a home if he comes away with this title. This is what you call a thinking man's game, Tim. And the thinking man started to land some good right hands.
There's some blood now on the face of Victor Galindez. Appears to be over his right eye.
He's got a bed. He's got a cut over his right eye.
It's an eye. He indicated help. I didn't see an eye. That was wrong. He got hooked. I think he got hit, and the referee. Then they had some head contact. You know what? The WBA rule, if Victor Galindez cannot continue and the referee rules it was an accidental fall, if he's ahead on the scorecard, he's the winner. That's the way the rules are right now. And I don't agree with him. We try to fight at the position maybe. It's wrong. I don't agree with it either. Maybe that's why the referee indicated that it was a head. It's a very close night so far. Galindez is complaining to the referee. I don't know why. Gregory got hurt in that weapon exchange. It didn't look like much of a punch, but he got hurt with a left hook to the body. Right over Gregory's corner, 50 Ferrara. Those boys are hollering up at him. That is a bad punch, and it's in a dangerous place because it's underneath the eyebrow in the socket. Good right hand by Gregory. I understand we have some audio problems back to New York. We're working on it, and tough shot there from Galindez. Gregory 30 seconds remaining, round 9. We're working on our audio problems, and please accept our apologies. Eddie Gregory is just a little wobbly. Gregory got hurt when they came in the clinch, Joe. Left hook didn't look like nothing. We're in the final seconds, round number 9. Ready for round number 10. Gregory coming out and Victor had to work on Galindez at under his right eyebrow. In between rounds, Carlos Lewis went over to referee Subaram and complained. Subaram don't speak no English. He was talking to him in Spanish, being from Panama, being from Caracas. Cinco Latour worked on the eye. He didn't look like he wasn't doing too much, but he looked like he got the guy stopped leaning a little bit. Gregory is bringing it to him now. Got to let his hands go. You're listening to Joe Clancy and Angelo Dundee, managers of the heavyweight, middleweight champions of the world.
You know that cut eye can prove it dead to Mr. Gregory because he's forgetting that Galindez has a body now. He's strictly a headhunter. He wants to set Galindez up to hit him on the head. He's got to go back to the body. He's got to, especially since Galindez is protecting the eye. Standing here right now. Galindez backwards to the rope, wide open to the body, and Gregory's still pecking away, looking to hit him on the chin. Right. He's got to go under and over.
There he goes. He should have went under with something there. Hasn't thrown a body punch. Eddie Gregory, 25 years of age. Had only 25 pro fights. Galindez at 29 has been there a little longer. Well, they're two very well-conditioned men, I'll tell you that much, and they're throwing bombs at each other. And the guy that gets in with the bombs first is going to be the winner. From round 5 on, this fight has just been a war. There was a knockdown, remember, back in round 5. Gregory went down, was not hurt with a punch, but was knocked down. Good right hand from Galindez. Good right hand from Gregory, but he should have come back with the hook. Galindez is trying to assert his strength now, Angelo. He's trying to wrestle him around, push him around.
See Gregory complaining about being hit on the back of the neck. Our stations along the line will have a station break at the end of this round. We're in round 10.
Galindez's eye is wide open again. Wide open. There's the first body punch. That's what he has to do. Punch
to the body, and he can come back up to the head.
I tell you, he's got to go out.
One to the body, one to the head.
He's got to go out and try to get a knockout, Gil, because that guy thinks he's going to stop this fight on account of a cut. He's going to lose the decision.
Galindez taunting Gregory, come on, hit me, I can take it. And he's shown in the past that he can, but he is bleeding badly from that cut over the right eye.
Well, you know, Tim, you don't win fights by taking it.
Scheduled for 15 rounds. We'll return to Turin after this word from your local station at the end of round number 10.
This is CBS.
Round number 11, and Alberto Andrada working with Tito Lectori on that cut by Galindez between rounds.
Well, the cut's being stopped in Galindez's corner, but they're using Monsell solution, which is ferric chloride, which is a no-no in any of the states in the United States. You're not supposed to use it. He's using it artfully. He's not letting it go into the eye. But if a guy that was using it didn't know how to use it, it could hurt the eyeball. So he's what's he using on the eye is Monsell solution. You can see the blackness in the eye.
Did that not come up at the rules meeting yesterday, which we attended, as to what could be used?
Yes, it did, Tim, but the referee would have to be a chemist to understand what you're using. He doesn't have time to go over there and analyze anything now. And what Angelo pointed out is true. And not only now, Eddie Gregory could get that on his glove and put it in Galindez's eye. It's very dangerous stuff to use. That's why it's outlawed. If you see his eye turn black, that means that they're using Monsell solution. The bleeding has stopped.
See what it happens, it burns the tissues and stops it from bleeding. But it's a no-no. They don't want nobody to use it that don't know what they're doing. Doctors use it sometimes in operations, but you can't use it in the ring because you're not experienced enough. Beautiful exchange by Gregory.
Round number 11, scheduled for 15. Eddie Gregory in a very close fight as we see it so far with the champion Victor Galindez.
He has Galindez falling for feints now, but after Galindez falls for the feint, he doesn't throw the punch. He's got to open up. He's got to let his hands go, Gregory.
He certainly has not been intimidated at any point in this fight.
No, he hasn't.
Knockdown.
He doesn't have any respect for Galindez at all. He's just being a little overcautious. Angelo, this referee is doing a good job. Right now, he's displaying better footwork than either one of the fighters. They're both standing flat-footed.
I agree with you. Deceiving, he looks like a well-put-together heavyweight.
Yes, he does.
Less than 30 seconds remaining in the 11th round.
Bill, if I was working with Gregory, I'd jump all over him, tell him, get it together, man. Come on. Let's go win that title.
Exactly what I do too, Angelo. I'd have him show him his jab, drop that right hand to the body, and hook off it and draw Galindez into exchanges. He's going to have to hit Galindez and hurt him.
Joe Scorsia is the manager and the owner over there of Eddie's contract. Chicky Ferrara, the trainer, with all the experience in the corner. along with Carlos Lewis, as we're in the final seconds of round 11. Round number 12 about to begin here at the Palazzo dello Sport in Turin, Italy. Tim Ryan, Gil Clancy, Angelo Dundee. Watching now a very exciting light heavyweight championship fight.
Angelo, earlier I said this fight was going to be decided in the last 4 rounds. I think Gregory's pulled up and he's just about even now.
Oh, I think so also. I think he's starting to be put more together. He's acting more confident. He's got Galindez missing something, I don't see Galindez do too much of.
Well, now's the time when they separate the men from the boys, Ange, when they get in those last 3 or 4 rounds in a 15-round fight. 2 good punches by Gregory.
You know what I'm getting a kick out of, Gil? Gregory keeps looking at us like some friendly faces in the crowd.
That's right. I guess after you've been here for a while, it's good to see a couple of Americans,
You're Irish.
That means Gregory's not looking at you because he's in Italy.
That's right. I agree with you. Just another Italian face. These last 4 rounds are so important. It could be the whole ball game. It's a close fight right now.
Got to drop that right hand to the body, Angelo. I can see the opening, and he just doesn't put the punch in there. That's the way he has to open up Galindez. You got to throw those right hands to the body. Take his chances. He's looking to counter Galindez now, punch for punch. He can set Galindez up.
Yes, he can. Jab, right hand to the body, left hook, you're right. That'll be the combination.
That's the combination I'd be telling
and
him.
a left hook when he bends. I mean, you think left hook after that. He don't do it.
The referee just warned Galindez for a low blow. It wasn't a very emphatic warning, but he did warn him. As we say in the boxing circles, Angelo, for the last few rounds, Galindez can't hit him in the fanny.
No, he hasn't been able to do nothing with the kid. The kid has caught on to his style, and he's not getting hit with no sucker shots. In fact, he's contained him in the clinches, and Galindez is supposed to be the strong guy.
That was the best punch Galindez landed in 3 rounds. That short right hand to the body. It made Gregory's leg come up, and it made him win.
Under 30 seconds in round number 12.
Gregory can't afford to reach for this fellow. That would be a no-no.
That's why I think he should be dropping that right hand to the body.
Round 13 live from Turin, Italy. Again, we apologize for some audio problems we're having intermittently. Those are being attributed to satellite transmission problems, and we hope you'll bear with us and enjoy the action. Angelo Dundee and Gil Clancy are ringside here with us to give us their version of the event, and it's been most interesting so far. Good fight. Angelo, you just cannot resist a few motions towards Eddie Gregory, and you too, Gil. I can't say I blame you. It's been fun for me to watch you do a little coaching from here.
Well, you work so many fights, you get little sliding punches in the corners, and we're sitting there watching the fight, nothing to do, don't have to work, and we're just watching a great fight. The youngsters putting on a great show. Nobody expected this kind of a fight from Eddie Gregory. I'm proud of him, no matter what happened.
A low blow, and Gregory pulled away from Galindez.
It was a clearly low blow, and the referee started to count. Gregory just hit him a low blow. I tell you, it's a war. He's smart. How it's a war? It's a war. It's a war. Good. It's a war. Come on, no.
Gregory said during the week he would react in kind. If he got that from Galindez, he'd give him some himself. Said that publicly.
There were 3 low blows landed there, and Galindez was by far the most flagrant foul, and yet he took a point away from Gregory.
Yeah. It was a very interesting happening. I don't think the referee should have done nothing. Let him wear himself out with low blows. What's the difference? I think he was wrong what he done.
Well, that's why they have that protective cut, you know.
The cut is open again over the right eye of Galindez. We're in round 13.
You know what the old saying is, Gil? You give it to me, give it back. It's the only way to go with that rule. But you don't like to see it, but you want to see the guys fight a clean fight.
Both Clancy and Dundee have commented that the referee has been doing a good job, at least up until this round. Luis Soberon is the referee from Maracaibo, Venezuela.
You know, when Emil Griffith would come back at the end of a round, he'd say, Gil, he hit me low. What should I do? I'd say, the next time he drops his hand to hit you low, hit him on the chin.
You're right. I buy that.
Under 30 seconds, round 13. We got a war going here.
Eddie Gregory's starting to hold that right hand back too much. He's got to let it go. Galindez is walking in with left hook.
Yeah.
He's got to beat him to the punch. He has to beat him to the punch. He's not going to win it with a jab.
Less than 10 seconds remaining in the 13th round. Remember, Gregory's never gone this far before.
That cut's gotten worse.
Round 14, 2 points were taken away from Eddie Gregory by the referee, Luis Soberon. How do you have it, Gil, Angelo?
Well, I tell you, I think that we may wind up with a controversy because I think that the fact that the referee took the points away may be the deciding factor in this fight. It's that close.
I think that Galindez is ahead with the points taken away from Gregory. It's going to be a 6-minute war right now. I hope we don't have no more points taken away because the fight got to be a real good fight, and I make this a tough fight for both guys.
Eddie Gregory still looks strong, the challenger from Brooklyn, New York. We're in the 14th round, his first title fight.
Hey, Gil, about this time I'll be telling Eddie Gregory, man, let it all hang out. This is the last 2 rounds.
Angelo, you know what you tell him between rounds? You say, listen, you worked for 2 months, now you only have to work for 6 minutes. Go out and work. Don't tell me you want him again when you get back to the dressing room. You got him now. You know, how many times have you heard that, Angelo, when you had a losing fight? He goes back in the dressing room, he says, get him for me again. I always tell him you just had him. Now's the time to do it.
Well, I think it was very interesting. Galindez was talking to Gregory, and he don't understand English, so he speaks Spanish. Great right hand.
Galindez was wobbled with that punch, Angelo.
Yes, he was.
He was wobbled. That was the best punch that Gregory landed in the fight.
Best punch in the fight.
The cut is open and it is bleeding now.
Oh, no. I mean, he's making an unforgivable sin. He should keep the attack up. We've only got 4 minutes to go, guys.
Well, you know, you have to give Galindez credit. He's taking some real good punches. And he's game as can be. He knows he's the champion. He doesn't want anybody taking it from him. There, Gregory was being a gentleman.
Slippery in Galindez's corner from water still there.
Galindez slipped and Gregory didn't take advantage of it.
Under 30 seconds in round 14.
Well, you can hear who the people think are winning. You can hear who the people think are winning. Gregory got nailed a couple of real good punches in his side.
The crowd has backed Eddie Gregory with a chant of Eddie, Eddie, Eddie. He held up a portion of the Italian flag during the national anthems prior to the fight. We're in the closing seconds of round number 14.
You know, I can see Galindez leaning into those left hooks. 3 minutes.
Eddie Gregory of Brooklyn, New York, has taken Victor Galindez 15 rounds. It has been a war. Angelo Dundee and Gil Clancy here at ringside, along with Tim Ryan at Turin, Italy. It's awfully close, isn't it, guys?
Tim, what can you say? It's a great fight. I hope that the taking away of points is not the deciding factor of the fight. It's been too good a fight. Galindez, I think, is slightly ahead. This round could be the number to declare the winner.
Well, in Gregory's corner at the end of the last round, they told him to go out and knock him out. So I guess they feel that he has to score a knockout to win the fight.
Well, it's close. It's hard to beat the champion, isn't it, Angelo? You know a little bit about that.
Well, I don't know. I think that if you got to go out and get it, this is the time to get it. Sure, you can beat the champion. Champs are made to win and lose. But it's a very tough way to lick a guy if you don't take it all the way. I think Gregory showed the world he's somebody to be contended with. He's a good-looking light heavyweight.
See that? He's reaching with that right hand to the head, Angelo. He should drop the right hand to the body and hook behind it.
Well, you know, it's easier said than done, Gil. When you're in that ring, it's, you know, you try to perform, but that's what he needs to do, but it's not coming out that way.
Well, that's what you have tournament for. Galindez is standing against the ropes, waiting for him to throw the punch, and he's throwing the obvious punch, the right hand to the head, and he just isn't landing. There it is.
He tried it there, but Galindez slipped the left hook.
Well, that's what he has to do. He has to take his gamble, take his shot.
Cut is open again over the right eye of Galindez. It has not been a factor so far. We're under the halfway mark in the final round. Less than 30 seconds remaining now. Crowd chanting for Gregory again. What a finish. We're in the final 10 seconds of this fight. That's it. It's all over. 15 rounds of hard punching from Eddie Gregory. 25 years of age from Brooklyn, New York. What do you think, fellas?
Well, I think discounting the points taken away by the referee, Gregory would get the decision.
I think the Galindez win it.
Well, we'll be back with the decision. It's going to be a close one no matter what happens. Another spectacular fight on the CBS Sports Spectacular. Here's the decision.
Arbitro signor Fulvaran. Galindez.
Subaran.
147. Gregory 145.
147, 146, Subaran.
The referee sees it by a point for
Galindez.
All three officials, 1 point.
147. Gregory 145.
What Ante said?
1.5.
Yes. He said 137, 135. I corrected. 147, 147.
For Galindez.
147, 147. 147 Galindez. 147 on the points. 47, 46.
Unanimous decision.
Wait. Last vote.
Galindez 147.
147.
146.
146.
147, 146,
Galindez. So it's a unanimous decision
By a point.
by 1 point on all three cards. Is that correct?
1 point, and that's the point that was taken away from Gregory for the low blow.
All right. Victor Galindez has just barely defended his light heavyweight championship. And now let's go back to Pat Summerall in New York.